Welcome to Marvelicious Toys. We bring you news and reviews of Marvel toys, statues, and more. Because not all Marvel collections can be bagged and boarded. They're not just toys, they're Marvelicious.
But let's get to our main discussion. San Diego Comic-Con and all the exclusives that you'll miss if you're not there, or that you're going to be hunting if you are. And we're going to give you the rundown. What should you prioritize at Comic-Con? What will you be able to get online later? What are the things that, if you don't get them at the con, your wallet is going to be bending over? We went through some of these last show, but we didn't know the full extent of the exclusives. And
we still may not. Things are announced sometimes literally when the doors open.
There are sometimes when you get to the con and people are telling you, did you see this exclusive that was unannounced and is over at this booth? Those are always the fun ones.
Yes. Well, let's start with the granddaddy of them all, Hasbro. Now, this has traditionally been the toughest one to get because...
no. Lego's the toughest.
Is it? Yeah,
it is.
Okay. In terms of physical exertion, Hasbro's the toughest because preview night's a madhouse. And the rest of the days, you have to get in line to get a ticket to allow you to purchase the item. So that's a little tough.
And what I love is the ticket you get may say something like, come in between 1 and 3, and then you're there till 6 or 7.
The line takes a crazy long amount of time.
It's like every single person in line is that old person writing a check at the supermarket, or that person who seems to have never been to McDonald's before trying to figure out the menu.
Now, what's in a McNugget? Yeah, it's that person. I don't know what happens there. But they've got a lot of cool stuff. The Legends will sell out fast. The Doctor Strange Legends 5-pack, that's going to go quick. Usually by Saturday, they're out of stuff.
And that's the set we talked about last week with the Doctor Strange, Magic, Dormammu, Dr. Voodoo, and Gila. And Jeff, what do you think of this set? We kind of went on record last time. Is this something you're going to be hunting for at the con?
Oh, hell no. I looked at this once before. And it's like, sure, it's, Doctor Strange is one of those characters that I'm not really into. I know a lot of other people are, but it's cool they're making this. I think the packaging is cool. And he looks real cool.
I kind of like him with the little flame effects on the hands.
Yeah, that is cool. I have no idea who the middle character is. It looks like Demon Robe to me because it's got a white strike in the head.
Dr. Voodoo.
Dr. Voodoo, he's a madman with an evil mind. No said Marty Krofft? What? Okay.
That's before my time, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you guys. Oh, magic. Okay, this set just got good. Cool set, I approve.
Okay, cool set. Is it worth $105 cool?
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you like Doctor Strange at all, awesome. If you don't, okay, it's okay. I wouldn't buy it, but it's kind of neat looking. I do like how it's an actual, book format that opens out. I think that's a really cool part. The only thing that bugs me is it's, to me at least, you're paying at least as much for the awesome packaging gimmick as you are for the figures. But that's because I don't know who any of these characters are, so that's all on me.
Well, the exclusives are often packaging gimmicks. I mean, we've had the Thanos Infinity Gauntlet last year. This year, in addition to the book, we've got now the Ant-Man figure in the Ant-Head package. So a lot of it is packaging gimmicks. It's something special that you want to get in the store.
I look at that Ant-Man package and I pray that those antennae come folded down and back and we fold it up after we ship it home.
Arnie, you know that's not going to happen.
Because if these are up at the con, there's no way this is getting home undamaged.
If I bought this set, I would intentionally walk around and try to poke people with my antenna.
That'll get you kicked out.
No.
Yeah.
Here's what's really strange about this set, though. We get a Hank Pym figure that looks like some kind of Kit Bash, possibly with a new head. It looks like actually it's just an Ant-Man figure underneath with a white lab coat and then a unmasked head. We get 2 tiny Ant-Men, which I know for looking at it, the tiniest one is the tiny Ant-Man that came with a 3 3/4-inch figure, only repainted to movie colors. And I'm pretty sure the larger small one is the Marvel Legends tiny Ant-Man that came with it.
Oh, cool, but we get a Cyclops figure.
Not exactly Cyclops.
What?
That is a 6-inch Goliath. So they've taken a legend figure and just call it a large 3 3/4-inch figure.
Well, all right, that's cool. But it looks like at least we get the cool, even larger Red Bull figure. And that's pretty awesome they make one of that.
That is Giant Man.
You lie, sir. That is Red Bull. I know him from TV growing up.
Here's what's really weird about this. You know, Hasbro did a Giant Man figure in the past. In those, remember the 3 3/4-inch figure that came with the giant, like, tall figure next to it?
Yeah, they did a couple of those.
This is not a repaint of that. Look closely at it. This is a repaint of Hasbro's old 12-inch Icons series Daredevil.
Man, those are some veiny-ass shoulders.
Well, that's what happens when you work out a lot and get those round ball-like shoulders.
That's what they had on that Icons figure.
Oh, yeah, and I can see the ball hips, too. Wow, that is old.
Yeah. So that's kind of a strange thing for them to pump out and put some giant eyebrows on.
Those are bull horns. Come on. Come on. Red Bull. I just made up an awesome superhero, damn it. This is the best set available in San Diego now.
It is a really nice set. I gotta say that.
You know, the Hank Pym, it looks like they took a G.I. Joe Duke and gave him Kurt Connor's lab coat, really. I'm not seeing anything else there. So you got Duke in a lab coat with Cyclops and Red Bull. This is the best Comic-Con exclusive.
For $65, I actually think this is a fairly decent bargain, given that you're getting an Icons figure, a Legends figure, a Universe figure, and 2 accessories.
Yeah, hell, and at Toys R Us prices, that'd be some like $300 or something by now.
But the oddest exclusive they have, and this is truly weird.
I don't think it's weird. I think it's clever marketing. They've got a tiny Ant-Man figure. It's a minifigure in a Matchbox. It's $10. It's 3/4 of an inch tall. It's a gimmick for the movie. That's all it is.
But I'm trying to see how it's any different from the one that comes in the bigger set.
Shh, don't worry your pretty head about it.
Except it comes in a $10 Matchbox.
It is different, but it's the exact same minifigure that you get with the Legends Ant-Man. Shh.
Do you get real matches with that? Because I think you get matches with this.
Maybe you do. I hope so, because for $10, you are literally paying for packaging.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens with this stuff, though.
But I wasn't sure about it, because when I saw this, it's like, hey, cool. It's an HO scale figure Ant-Man, and it's in a cool little, Pym Tech Matchbox set. Awesome. But then when I looked at the picture there, and I compared him to the one that I got in my Legends set that sits on the flying ant, it is exactly the same figure.
But that's different than the one that comes in the 3 3/4-inch set?
Yeah, it's different. But if you're buying the Legends, you do already have this figure.
And painted this way?
The paint might be slightly different. I can't tell for sure. I can just see the silver belt, red chest, and silver head. But it's the same seated position. And it's like, if this was $5, then maybe I could get it. But it's like 10 just seems kind of ridiculous to me, because, it's that point you are just paying for the package itself. And I think that if you pay $10 for something like this, you can't complain ever again about the lack of articulation on any kind of figure whatsoever for your lifetime and your children's lifetime.
Now, that's not entirely true, I say, because I'm buying this.
Oh, no. I forbid you. You are banned.
Well, the Hasbro exclusives, as Marjorie said, the line is a bear. But the week after the convention, Hasbro always puts up the spares, and the Legends go really quickly. But the past 2 years, if you're on the Hasbro page, and it's usually before noon, and you can't tell, it's been Tuesday, it's been Wednesday, it's been Thursday, and once it's even been Monday, the week after that. But if you just stalk HasbroToyShop.com, you should be able to get all of these. You just may only have a 10 to 30 minute buying window for the Legends set. The others, it just seems the 3 3/4-inch line didn't take off as much, as you had hours to buy those last year with the Infinity Gauntlet set. I'm guessing that they will be sitting on droves of this tiny $10 Ant-Man because they're so small. Imagine how many they get in a case.
Probably 144.
What would completely make this an awesome figure package is if you could take the Ant-Man out of the matchbook pack and strike his head against a strip on the side and make him catch fire. I would buy 80 of those. And if he screamed while he did it, like, ah!
But the hardest exclusives at the con to get are Legos. Those things. And this year, it's even worse than ever before.
I think I'm done. I don't think we can do this.
I don't either. We're going to the convention. I'm already stalking eBay and just going, I'm not going to get these. I have no way of getting these. This is the method for the retail exclusives, the stuff you buy. They always have an exclusive minifigure that they give away through a pseudo-random drawing, although last year it seemed not quite so random. But to get the stuff they sell, it was just get in line really fast. And last year I had luck and was able to pick up that Rocket Raccoon ship.
And then I picked up a bunch of stuff when you sent me to buy it.
But this time, per Lego's press release, to get this retail exclusive, which is an Throne of Ultron mini set, and you get an Ultron and 3 Iron Legions and then his throne and a little flame in back. I don't remember seeing this in the movie. You have to first enter a drawing by picking up a ticket at the sales pavilion as soon as the con opens. And that may start at 7 a.m. So you got to look getting in line 5 a.m.?
Probably earlier than that, because people line up. So there's 2 ways the lines go. There's people who line up early for the exhibit hall to get exclusives, and there's people who line up early to get tickets to get the exclusives in the sales pavilion. So you've got like a 50-50 split there. I would say 5's too late.
But even if you get a ticket, then you have to go to the Lego booth 2829 with your ticket to see if you won a chance to purchase this item.
So let's recap here. You have to go stand in line at an ungodly hour when we're probably just rolling into the hotel. Then you have to wait in line until they decide to let people in. Then they'll give you a ticket and you may or may not be able to get to purchase it. So it's you get a ticket, you don't know what's going to happen. You may have wasted your morning.
To me, I try to find the good in stuff. I mean, I can look at the 5-point of articulation figures and I tried to find something good about that. But I look at this set and to me, it's like, okay, there's 3 Ultron drones. And to me, that's the same mold as the Ultron Prime that came in the Hulkbuster set. And then you've got Ultron sitting in the throne, which in itself is a really cool comic throwout. But the rest of the set just looks like, I don't know, it looks like an Indiana Jones set reject. And they've just thrown some Ultron figures in there and said, hey, $40.
Admittedly, a lot of people are complaining because this isn't exclusive. All the minifigures have been released before, and the throne set, they're not impressed with. The Lego blogs and the Lego Facebook pages I follow are actually really disappointed in this, which I still don't think it increases my chances of getting one.
Worst Lego exclusive ever. I mean, at least last year they had some really cool, ships. I thought that when Rebels came out, the Ghost, that was a really cool ship. I thought, hey, that's an awesome little mini set because I don't want to, buy the $80 version of that. Then, Rocket's Warbird ship, those were really cool. But this is really, to me, I'm not seeing a whole lot of difference between this and the $13 set that you can buy right now in stores that has Iron Man versus some Ultron drones.
Thus is the bane for Lego collectors.
For you.
Then, of course, has always been impossible to get exclusive Lego minifigure. Now, last year, the minifigure was the Collector, which I have on display here in this room.
Yes, he's very cute.
He is extraordinarily cute. I paid about $100 per quarter inch of him.
Yes.
I since learned I made a mistake.
I think though that's not bad. I mean, I think that is Benicio del Toro's going rate.
I adore him. He was good as that role, and he's good in a lot of things.
And being a collector of Marvel, and this is the Collector, I felt kind of obligated. But he has settled down in price to around $200 on eBay.
Oh, settled down. It's a 2-inch figure. How can it be $100 an inch? Oh.
But this year, I don't know if the traffic will be as high or if it'll be much higher. The exclusive character, and this is when they do these little exclusive characters, these are not ones that come in any set. These aren't repaints. These are full-on new figures. It is Sam Wilson, Captain America. And he's adorable with that little smile and his red goggles.
It's like if you tricked out Lando. It's cool. I mean, he's got a smirk and everything.
It is super cute. However, I'm trying to decide how many hours it's worth. Because how is this one going to be distributed? Is this random tickets? What happens?
They haven't announced if it's like previous years. This is a random ticket you get at their booth, and then you come back like after 11 to see how you lost.
Yep. Daily drawings, Thursday through Saturday. Ugh.
And they have several minifigures. This is the only Marvel one, but they don't release all every day. It's 2, so you get a ticket, and you may not even know which figure you're getting a ticket for. He's already going on eBay for $350. I have no idea how people can guarantee they're actually getting him.
You know, for $350, I will take my Falcon figure, which I love, from Winter Soldier, and I will paint him blue, red, and white for you. And I will give him a smile and Lando hair.
The cheapest right now is a $200 buy it now, and that seems pretty tempting.
However, I don't trust that person has it. And unless they're working the booth, there's no way to guarantee you're going to get that exclusive.
That guy probably has like the, you know, how they have the DC characters bootlegs from Mexico where you can get like every Green Lantern ever, but they're just, you know, they're knockoffs. So that's probably what this guy has.
That's my fear. That's why I hate buying them secondary, but it looks really real. So, I'll try. I'm just planning to eBay those and not stress. But if you're at the con and you want these, I mean, it's your choice. On the secondary market, I think $200 would be the cheapest you'd get Sam Wilson for. Maybe $150 if he's Spider-Woman unpopular. Because I did get the Spider-Woman from a couple years ago for only $150.
Well, maybe they'll do a, you know, variant cover of Captain America where he's like sprawled out on the building with his butt sticking out, and then his popularity will spike.
As for the Ultron set, my over-under on it is around $175.
You're going to get it? You didn't give it a glowing review.
I'm saying what I think it'll go for.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, I thought this is what you're saying. This is your
He's going to get it.
Yeah,
he's going to get
it. I know. I know how this works. We've been together 15 years.
But let's talk about some exclusives that I was able to sit back, relax, and have a rum and coke while I bought.
These are the best kind of exclusives. I really encourage you to look at what items you can purchase and just have shipped to your house, because quite a few companies put this out there, and I don't know if they just want to keep the booth flowing or, kind of keeps people away or whatever, but Gentle Giant, they're one of the ones that do it.
You do have to be in their Premier Guild.
Yes.
And that's an $80 fee per year.
But it's worth it.
Not only do you get the exclusives, you get an exclusive mini bust only available to Premier Guild members. In previous years, they'd done Marvel mini busts as this. They had Daredevil last year. This year, they've gone back to only offering Star Wars mini busts. So if you're a Star Wars fan, they have a kick-ass Emperor mini bust that right there justifies your $80. If you aren't a Star Wars fan, I suppose you could always try to resell these. But by being a member, you also get some coupon codes for discounts on non-exclusive items and the ability to pre-order their con-exclusive items. Now, they do sometimes sell out, and they do sometimes sell out pretty quickly, especially the Star Wars stuff. The Jumbo Droids Boba Fett figure sold out in a couple of days. But they do have 2 Marvel exclusives, both of which I've pre-ordered and will be delivered to my house, and I don't have to worry about a line, I don't have to worry about a crowd, I don't have to worry about freaking out my credit card company by spending too much at the con. The first is, I think last year it was San Diego Rocket Con. This year, I think it's Ant-Man Comic-Con.
I think it is the year of the Ant-Man.
Gentle Giant has a mini statue of Ant-Man in a movie outfit here to kind of go along with their... They usually did a mini bust. They did the Pet Avengers for a while. Then last year they did a Rocket Raccoon with a movie style. Now there's this Ant-Man mini statue. It's $30 and stands 4 1/4 inches tall.
Nope. But you probably already ordered it.
Oh yeah, done.
Okay.
I mean, Gentle Giant, don't forget, is a special effects company first and foremost. They do a lot of the digital scanning of the actual actors, hence why I had to have their Black Widow statue, as it was made from digital scans of Scarlett Johansson's full body. And this is made from digital scans and data from the movie to present an incredibly detailed but 4-inch statue. It's a good size, 4 inches.
No, you just keep telling yourself that.
For $30, that's actually, for the size and the price, it's actually, I think, cheaper than what, the Infinite series figures are going for at Target now. But let's go back to this digitally scanned Scarlett Johansson.
I think you edited some pictures of that.
Yes, I edited pictures.
The other exclusive, Geoff, I'm really curious on your feeling on this. I mean, how do you feel in general about Gentle Giant's jumbo figure line? They did Star Wars, now they're doing Marvel Secret Wars and G.I. Joe.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Are you talking about the Deadpool figure that they're doing?
Well, I'm starting with just the line in general, because if you don't like the line in general, you certainly won't necessarily like this offshoot.
I think it's a cool idea. I think they're overpriced, though. I remember it was last year, the year before, when they started putting out those 20-inch figures of Star Wars in, made out of vinyl. And I found Chewbacca for like $20, and he was awesome because he was Chewbacca. It was $20, and I could, hit people with him, and he was my son. And then I saw the Chewbacca for Gentle Giant. It was something like 80 or 90 or something. And it was like, okay, if you just really have this just super deep rooted love for the original Kenner figures, go buy a Kenner figure. It's probably a little bit cheaper, but it's cool that they do them. I would like to have reproductions of some of the Secret Wars figures that I missed out on, and some that never came to be. But I don't know that I necessarily need them at that scale and that price.
The size is intimidating to me, because when they did the Star Wars vintage line, I'm like, they're going to probably do all 105 figures, and that's going to be a lot of space. These things are big. But when they started the Secret Wars line, I'm like, well, there's only 13 of those. I can do this. And I'm actually okay with the price, because compared to the Jakks Pacific figures you're talking about, these are actually so much more detailed because, again, using their Scarlett Johansson 3D modeling technology, they take the actual figures in. When possible, they dismantle them so they can get every part of them and then recreate an exact replica down to the flaws in a larger scale. That's pretty cool.
So that means you have very large flaws, though.
Yeah. But now they've kind of gone to a new realm. When there were 13 figures, I was pretty good. But now they're doing figures that were never made in that line, and it's a Deadpool Secret Wars figure.
Marvel's got to be screaming about this right now, because they're trying to get the X-Men characters and the mutants out of Secret Wars by your shirt. How did this one happen?
Deadpool is exceptionally popular. He is right now what I think Wolverine was in the 80s and 90s. You can't stop the Deadpool marketing juggernaut. It is cool that he's got the same gun that, like Doom and all the villains had in the original line. That is cool, and he's in that same pose, and it's Deadpool. If any character was going to time travel back to the original Secret Wars and inject himself...
I think Deadpool is close to overstaying his welcome in a lot of things, though.
Oh, I see why they did this. This is Black Suit Spider-Man repainted.
Yes. And it's also, last issue, we were talking about those cool variant comic covers. Well, the first variant comic cover that they did for Secret Wars was the Deadpool action figure one. So they've taken that comic cover and brought it to 3D here. So there's a lot of cool, but it's like, it's not really part of it, says Geek Arnie. But I went ahead and placed the order. They have upped the price of the jumbo figures as well. When they started coming out, they were $80. Now they're $100.
Well, let's move on to Kotobukiya. They've got a Bishojo Red She-Hulk that is pretty cool. She is on sale for pre-order. It went on sale on June 26th. I think she's still available as we record this.
Yes, and what's really impressive about this is not the green She-Hulk Bishojo repainted. They have redone a totally new mean-looking face and resculpted the entire torso for the outfit to be right, and I think the abs are even more pronounced, as are other lumps on the front of the torso.
Her lady lumps?
Yeah, this one is a marked improvement. I was really kind of down on the green version of this, because it gave me that vibe of, remember that sort of a Hulk with a baby head that you bought at some convention?
Yeah,
it's actually right behind me.
That's what it gave me the same vibe on. It looked really weird, but this looks so much better.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome. And then they also have another variant, the Artifacts Plus Deadpool. He's come in red, he's come in gray, now he comes in chimichanga. This is Deadpool halfway unmasked, so you get to see the burned face, and his mouth is full of a bite of chimichanga that he's holding in his hand.
What's even better is if you put Headpool in his hand, it looks like he's got a mouthful of Headpool.
Oh.
And the base he comes on is a chimichanga tortilla with Deadpool burned onto it, so...
Now, over at Mattel, which has quickly become a new hot property, they've got a Secret Wars car 3-pack. And, okay, sure, it's got an Ultimate Spider-Man, a Superior Iron Man, and Sam Wilson's Captain America cars.
Kinda cool. I'm passing on these. The best part about Mattel's Hot Wheels exclusives seem to always be the packaging for me. Last year, they kicked ass with that Darth Vader. Now they have this nice book set, but it's usually really hard to get the Hot Wheels. And I pick my battles at Comic-Con, and this is one I'm choosing to skip. Now, Diamond Select Toys has a couple exclusives. They partnered with AFX again, booth 3345. We talked about these last show, but 2 Mini-Made sets will be available at the con. There's the Ant-Man Mini-Made set with a partially translucent Ant-Man and a partially translucent yellow jacket. And then an Age of Ultron Mini-Made set that has that wonderful stand-up comedian vest Tony Stark we discussed last show.
I don't know, that flying ant, that thing is adorable. That's like Mothra cute.
It is kind of awesome. I have gone ahead and pre-ordered both of those for pickup. Now, Medicom Toy has an exclusive for sale at the convention, but it's not for sale directly from Medicom. It is an exclusive to the AFX Collectibles booth there.
Booth 3345, they've got a Sofubi Vision, which, I don't know, guys, what do you think? It's kind of...
We talked about this last show, and you liked it more than I did, and apparently a lot of people liked it more than I did, as it is pre-sold out.
It's kind of cool because it's weird and creepy.
The thing that's really cool about the Soapy figures is that the color that they use. There's an Optimus Prime one that I've seen at insert bookstore name here, and I've seen didn't they do it or at least announce a Deadpool one? The colors that they use are really vibrant, especially the reds. So when I see this kind of like has this sort of look of, I forget what the name of the alien invaders were in Godzilla versus Ghidorah, but that's what they remind me of because there's just no color to this one. It's a cool idea. I would love to see the fully colored version of it.
Well, the difference is there's a couple different Sofubi lines out there, as if that's not confusing enough. This is the Medicom Sofubi line that has legs on it and looks more figure-y, and then there's the Funko Hikari Sofubi that basically makes soap bottles and rainbow bright colored figures.
Now I see the difference. The ones that I've admired then are the Funko ones. This Medicom one, okay. Sure.
Now, perhaps for sheer number, and I guess volume of exclusives again this year, we've got Funko. They have them in multiple places, and there's going to be several on sale the same day at Barnes & Noble and Hot Topic stores, as well as the Funko website. The AFX booth also has the Pop Vinyl Flocked Rocket Raccoon in his Ravager outfit, which is pre-sold out, but it was also available through Entertainment Earth.
Yeah, they're confusing me. I thought, are there 2 flocked rocket raccoons at San Diego Comic-Con? Somehow, this is an AFX exclusive at the con, but yet Entertainment Earth had some for sale, and both are sold out now.
He's not as cute as I thought he would be, either.
Oh, you're gonna flocking love him when you see him in person.
You're probably right.
I like the attitude that he has in his face. Like, you looking at me? You looking at me?
He does kind of have that taxi driver. Because he has no mouth, it looks like he's scowling at us.
Now, over at Funko's own booth, which usually is located at one end of the hall. I don't know if they've moved.
Listen, if you have color vision, just look for the green. When you see the giant green, just follow that light to the line for the Funko booth.
They use LED green lights all over their booth, and if you go in their booth, I've noticed it's kind of like that Seinfeld episode where Kenny Rogers Roasters was next door to Kramer's window. That's kind of what it's like when you leave the Funko booth.
Now, Funko's own exclusives are much harder to get than the exclusives that they have at AFX. This is another line. They do an allocation per day. Thank God it's not a strange raffle situation, but it is if you're not there, like, as soon as the floor opens, you're not getting their exclusives.
Yeah, no, they do move the line through quick. I will give them that. They've got 2 Hikari Sofubis. They've got a Frosted Groot, which
sounds like a breakfast cereal.
It does. It's like Groot fell asleep in a snowstorm.
Frosted Groot Loops.
Yes. I am lukewarm on this.
Kind of looks like Groot has a really bad dandruff problem because it's only like from the top down. It's like gathering on the shoulders and the feet, but the torso doesn't have any.
It's kind of like you tried to paint your fence and didn't realize he was sitting there.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, not a fan of that one.
You know, I would, if I got that, I would have to hang ornaments off of it.
They've also got a Cosmic Powers Deadpool, which I pointed out kind of looks like the German national soccer team's mascot.
I can pass on the Groot, but I think I need this metallic Deadpool. I know he's a little yellow and red and black, but that metallic makes him just gorgeous.
Now, over in the pop vinyl area of their booth, they're going to have 5 exclusives as well as one of the exclusive vehicles. So we've got Grinning Ultron, Nova Rocket with Potted Groot, Blackout Ant-Man, 6-inch unmasked Baymax, and unmasked Age of Ultron Captain America.
Then the vehicle is Deadpool's gray chimichanga truck. We talked about that last show, a repaint of the Deadpool figure and the chimichanga truck from the regular set. And in fact, there's one other pop exclusive in addition to those, a translucent glitter emoticon Baymax, which is kind of cute. Of all these exclusives, the one I really like most is the Nova Rocket with the potted Groot. It's got a little bit of a different pose. And that Blackout Ant-Man is slick with the high gloss black paint and the big eyes behind the translucent red. The pop vinyl unmasked Baymax looks kind of like I tried to make a custom myself and put a completely wrong sized head on a different body. It's like if I took a Legends head, put it on a Infinite Series body and called it a custom.
It is very tragic, isn't it? I think we can skip that Baymax.
Oh, good Lord. That is horrible.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never seen the movie, but I like Baymax. I like the idea of the Baymax character. I love the idea of the guy who just can't fit into his suit, but it's, man, that's bad.
Yeah.
And it's 6-inch one, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's one thing about these Funko exclusives, though, that everyone should know. Not all of them are exclusives. Hot Topic and Barnes & Noble will be having some of them, and we don't know which ones, in stores and online the day the convention starts Thursday. So I'm going to just throw it out there. That gray chimichanga truck, that's going to be at your local Barnes & Noble.
You think?
I do. They did that last year with several of their exclusives. That's especially the bigger ones. The Ghostbusters one, for example, the larger packs all showed up at stores.
Are we going to have to find a Barnes & Noble in San Diego?
No, there's barnesandnoble.com, which
Okay.
if I know in advance, I can check.
Okay.
Then in Funko's Dorbs line, they've got 4 exclusives. They have 6-inch versions of the Mossy Groot, which is Groot with a little green hair on top. Then a 6-inch Rocket Raccoon in his blue Nova Corps outfit. And then in the regular size, they also have Mossy Groot and then a awesomely cute squinty-eyed gray Deadpool.
I'm okay. I don't know that I need these. Maybe I'm overdosed on cute.
You don't need some 6-inch supersized vinyl?
Well, I might.
I don't know, the whole Dorbs line, it looks like the kind of, like those Russian dolls where like you open one up and there's a smaller one inside, and then you open that up and there's a smaller one inside of that. That's what Dorbs look like to me.
Now you've ruined it. Thank you.
Hey, did I just save you some money?
Probably did.
Definitely getting the Deadpool and the regular Mossy Groot, but when it comes to the larger ones, the 6-inch ones, I need to see these in person. I'm really, really torn on them because I like the small Dorbs line. I'm all in on them at $8 each, but these 6-inch ones, I'm guessing $80 each, and at that price, I think I can just stay with the small ones. But if I see them in person, or if I fight that friggin' line, and I'm in there anyway, there's no telling what I might come out with. Now, Jeff, you're joining us at the convention on Saturday. How would you feel about seeing the X-Men Rogue cut theatrically?
I love that they're actually going to the trouble of making an alternate version of this movie with rogue scenes put in it. I mean, it's going to be hilarious if, I mean, I know that, you know, story-wise, she turned out to be one of the more pivotal points that Mystique ended up having. The negative side of me kind of wants to hope that it's like, you know, like 2 minutes of screen time and that's the entire difference. But I don't know, it sounds like it's cool. I'll definitely check it out.
Well, if you buy the Days of Future Past Rogue Cut at the Fox booth 4229, and it's the same movie you can get anywhere, it's $20. But you also get a limited edition lithograph celebrating the entire X-Men movie franchise, which you could maybe make a placard of and go taunt the Marvel booth with.
So we could, oh, you know what? Okay, that's it. We should definitely go get this, and we'll bring some like foam core boards and some you know, stakes, and we'll just like, you know, get some spray adhesive and make picket signs. We'll just walk in front of the Marvel booth.
But also, now I'm hearing different things from different people. What I hear everywhere is there's a chance to get 2 VIP tickets to go see this projected in a real theater on Saturday night at 8 p.m. Now, one site I read said you're getting a chance to get them, but they didn't say if it's a raffle or if it's a first come, first serve, and when they're out, they're out. The other site I read says you are guaranteed access to the screening by buying the Blu-ray.
I would go with the one that says that you are guaranteed, and then raise hell if you don't.
But
no, I would go with the one that says it's a chance.
But if it is a guarantee, that's only $10 a ticket to see a movie you will never have a way to see on a big screen otherwise. They're putting it on 4 screens at this theater. So that's a pretty awesome exclusive as a theatrical experience you can't normally have.
True.
Plus the lithograph.
The geeky hooker is going to be added again, and you
what? Wait, what? Where in the notes is that?
She makes crocheted characters. She does these really cool thing where she does drops around the convention center of these little characters she makes. She'll take a picture of it, post it on Twitter. First person there gets to keep it. This year she's doing Deadpool with sombreros and little Baymaxes, and they're super cute. I always forget to check Twitter to see where she's leaving these.
I think I'm going to set up a mobile alert for the geeky hooker.
Yeah, that sombrero Deadpool, that might be the cutest thing I've ever seen. That is so damn cool. Wow. That is awesome. Okay, that is so cute.
And then if you're a comic collector, there are several exclusive comic books. Over at the Diamond booth, there's a couple of toy-related ones. Marvel's Civil War #1, they're reprinting that in anticipation of the movie, I guess. But it's an all Mini-Mate style cover. It's kind of awesome. And then they're also doing Secret Wars #1, and it's also Mini-Mate style. And hey, the X-Men are still on this one.
I haven't bought the whole Secret Wars series, the recent one yet. I actually only got issues 1 and 2, but I did get the issue 2 with the variant cover of the Wolverine action figure. So this type of thing is actually pretty damn cool. I might actually, I know how maddening it can be to find the variant covers at San Diego, but I might actually have to get this one.
If you go with this on the mind, then they're not that hard to get. I could probably walk up and get these for you the first day. And not toy-related variant covers, Diamond has a X-Men 92. I just kind of like it because it's based on the cartoon series. But a black and white variant cover. And if you head over to Stan Lee Collectibles, booth 429, best cover variant I've seen so far, J. Scott Campbell's Black Cat Mary Jane variant of Renew Your Vows #2.
Because if you're going to renew your vows, you might as well do it with somebody who's just totally hot like Black Cat.
Now, online you can pre-order the color and black and white set for $50, or you can get the color and black and white set signed by both Stan Lee and J. Scott Campbell for only $200. And you may say, Arnie, what are you saying? Only $200? Stan Lee charges $80 at a con just to sign something other than his headshot. It's usually $60 for his headshot, $80 to $100 for something you bring. So here you're getting 2 Stan Lee signatures and 2 J. Scott Campbell signatures and the 2 rare comics for $200. And so that is it for the exclusives we know of. Now there's one big gaping hole in our reporting here, and that's the Marvel shop. But I have a feeling we're not missing much. 2 years ago, it was my first stop at the con. Last year, and at New York Comic Con last year, it seems like they've gotten away from the collectibles. You want a pint glass, you want a variant comic cover, you want a t-shirt, that's your place. Maybe a hoodie.
It's almost like the 5-year anniversary shop or the employee recognition shop anymore.
You know, if you want the t-shirt or the shot glass, just go to Ross. I mean, it sounds like a lot less hassle.
But then you're not getting the exclusive design and the shirts that if you wash once pucker around the seams. So buy literally a size bigger than you think you need.
Maybe even two. Seriously, their shirts we got at New York, I washed them and they shrunk so much you could see it around the neck, like where it had like puckered because it shrunk, but the neck stayed the same size. It's very odd.
And there will be others announced, I'm sure, just leading right up to the con. If you want to get all the latest news, follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Links to that are at the MarvelousToys.com homepage.
Thanks for watching this video. You can see full episodes of Marvelicious Toys with more collecting news and reviews at MarvelousToys.com. We also have thousands of toy and collectible photos in our photo gallery. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, make mine Marvelicious.